That needs to be on.
Oh,
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everybody. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. So, first things first, I want to explain to you why we're broadcasting on open social media today. Actually, I want to add to the website too, right? So let's launch the class on the website. Give me a second, everybody. Got to do that. Live stream.
it's code.
Stream intensive 3, day 1.
Sad your water's covering up. It's gonna cover up your head now.
Bismillah. Jawad, can you double check that the intensive is showing up on the website?
Yes, I can. We are good to go.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. So everyone, I wanted to start off with a couple of quick maintenance announcements. You guys know many of you have had trouble with accessing the website. Actually, the majority of you have been able to get access, but I was hoping we'd be over 95% by this point and everybody would have access, but our tech team did still have issues. And I had to make some executive decisions about making sure that everybody's on board. I remind myself and all of you of my priorities. My priorities are those of you that have committed yourselves to studying with me should not be missing out on any of your learning because of technical issues or payment issues or anything like that. So until that is completely resolved, and I was hoping it would be, and I think we're around the corner from getting it fixed, here's what I need from you guys. For the next couple of days, I'll make sure that the classes are streaming on our website and also on open social media. So they're going to be on my Facebook page, Bayyinah's page, and the YouTube, on Bayyinah's YouTube. And I'll be moderating, and our team will be looking at all of the comments from all of those platforms also. But my hope is that in this couple of days, pretty much all of you migrate over to the website. That is the goal. But while we work towards achieving that goal, I don't want anybody missing out on their work. Now, because of whatever hiccups there were, the last 3 days, we went over the exam, right? So we, and I notice on the title here, I'm saying intensive 3, day 1, because we didn't touch self at all. We just kind of reviewed the exam, and that's all we did. So those of you that want to catch up on that and didn't get a chance to, the links to the videos where you can catch up on the exams are here. You can go through them, but that shouldn't stop you. You can take your time doing that, so you don't have to go through all 3 hours of it all at once. So you can do like 15 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time, or go through a little bit of it here and there. And of course, Ustadh Jawad, myself are here to answer your emails, as many as possible also. But in the meantime, I don't want you to not learn the new work that we're going to do. It's not going to be that hard, actually. So we're starting off pretty slow, and we're officially considering this day 1 of Saf. That does not mean we're going to carry on for 10 straight days from here. We're still going to carry on a week straight, then take a break, and then our final intensive in Saf. But I'm not worried about the number of days as much as I am about you guys getting a good, solid start. What I'm going to try to do is limit these sessions for this week, or these couple of days at least, to 90 minutes at the most. The reason I want to do that is because I want to give those of you that did not get a chance to review your exams a little bit extra time to do that. So make good use of that time. The other last important announcement, and I'll put it on the screen so everybody can see it, is that I'm going to have Ustadh Jawad come on. So typically our time is around 9:30 a.m. my time. 9:30 a.m. is class time.
Yes.
But 8:45 a.m. every day that we have class, there's going to be an extra open question answer session run by Ustadh Jawad. So he'll actually come online on these platforms, or if it's on the website, it's going to be directly on the website. And any questions that you have about any issue or whatever, you can get those questions out of the way for the first 45 minutes. Then we'll stop the broadcast and restart it as the next session for class. So there's going to be two broadcasts back to back, one at 8:45 for 45 minutes, then the next one around 9:30. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing, inshallah, from here on out. That public service announcements out of the way. I need your blood to be flowing because you're still sleepy. It's Sunday morning. I get it. Go do 10 jumps. Hurry up, both of you. Go. Jumping jacks. 10. I haven't even started teaching you yawning twice. Huh? That's not a jumping jack. They'll call it no. Higher up, arms up. Arms up. Yes. Break furniture. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Very good. Vadim, you did nothing. No, you did nothing. Go. You think you can hide behind the screen and go like this? This is my jumping jacks?
Wait, let me take my shoe off.
Uh-huh. You can't beat the system, will you?
3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, come on. So now every time I see you yawn, it's just good for you. It's good for me. It's good for the ummah
Yes.
of Islam. Okay. Now let's start stuff. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. There's a guy.
Aslama.
Oh! There's a guy named Aslama
Yes.
from a very conservative village.
Yeah.
And he wants to marry. The villagers told him he can't marry anyone except who?
Yuslimu.
Yuslimu. At the end of review yesterday, I told you this. Yes?
Yeah.
Aslama has to go with who?
Yuslimu.
It can never be yuslamu. It can never be yaslamu. It can never be ye anything. It cannot be yusallimu, yatasallamu, yastaslimu. It can't be anything else. It has to be what? Yuslimu. They're forever together. And they're going to have a baby one day. And the baby's name is going to be Islaman. Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. This is what we did yesterday. Okay. These 3 words I expected you to know by heart.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do this yesterday, you can do this now. Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. 5 times. Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. One last time.
Aslama Yuslimu Islaman.
That's phenomenal reading. How about without looking?
Aslama Yuslimu Islaman.
Yes, not Salaman. Somebody said they had a kid named Salaman. Astaghfirullah. How many times I said Aslama Yuslimu Islaman? Okay,
Yeah.
Islam, not Salaman, not Slamming,
Slamming.
not slamming jamming. No,
No.
Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Now, check it out. Aslama hangs out with a bunch of people. Let me
Aslama.
show you. Yeah, Aslama, the guy,
Uh-huh.
he's got a bunch of friends from the same village. Okay.
Can I have any other friends?
Well, let's see.
Akhbara. Samia. Allama. Anzala. Ashraka. Akhlaq.
Okay, these are his friends.
Yeah.
His friends' names are Akhbara,
Akhbara.
Sami'a,
Sami'a.
Allama,
Allama.
Anzala,
Anzala.
Ashraka,
Ashraka.
Aghlaqa.
Aghlaqa.
2 of these guys are not from his village. The others are all from the same village as him.
Yes.
Can you tell me which 2 of these guys are not from Aslama's own village?
Allama and Samia.
Good. How did you know that?
Oh, I know why.
The other ones, they Jang me gaan dat Russian.
That's what I said on Thursday. Nobody listened.
Yeah. The combination they combine, like
Not combination, no.
no, because anzala, like the an, the
And then
hamza.
ash and then ag.
Aslama starts with as,
Yes.
as,
As,
ach,
ach,
an, ash,
ash,
ag.
ach.
So it's ash. So it's aslama, and this guy from the same village is akhbara,
Yeah.
and this guy is anzala, and this one's ashraka, and this one's aghlaqa. They all begin with a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all stop right after the a. Then they got a after that,
Yeah.
right? But these 2 guys, they don't seem like they fit in the same village.
Yeah.
You can tell they're not from the same village immediately. So these guys are all from the same village as Aslama. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it mean that they're from the same village? That means they are exactly the same number of letters And even the sounds on those letters are exactly the same. The first letter always was an a. The second, whatever letter it was a sukun. The third was a and then an a again. Aslama, akhbara, anzala, ashraka, aghlaqa. You see that?
Yeah.
So they're all cousin. They're all from the same village as Aslama.
Aslama, yeah.
Everybody clear about that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We can call them cousins. Okay,
Yeah.
they're from the same village. They're all cousins.
Mhm.
Okay, these are all cousins with Aslama. Is that clear to everybody? How these words sound like they're cousins with Aslama,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said I can't see. That's an optometrist thing. That's okay. If you haven't finished intensive 1, don't watch this. Go watch intensive 1.
Oh, what? You're like a
What
million
do
hours.
you want me to
behind.
do? Okay. Now I'm gonna put them each in a different line. All of his friends.
Yes.
What did the villagers tell Aslama when he gets married? What does he have to do?
He has to have a baby named Islam.
Well, before the baby, you gotta have a wife first.
Oh yeah, Yuslimu. Yes,
Yeah, he has to
Yuslimu.
marry Yuslimu.
Aslama has to marry.
Yuslimu.
Akhbara came to Aslama and said, "Bro, my parents just told me I gotta get married," and they said I have to marry blank. I have to marry blank. They're forcing me to marry someone. Who do you think they want Akhbara to marry?
Yukhbiru.
Yes. Yukhbiru. Because Aslam was like, bro, I know. They made me marry who?
Yuslimu.
Yuslimu. So you're informing me that they made you marry who? Yukhbiru. You get it?
Uh-huh.
Anzala, Maryam, said, man, I got the same problem. My parents told me yesterday. They dropped it down on me. Who do they want Anzala to marry?
Yukhzilu.
No.
Yun.
Anzala. Akhbara, the kha,
Uh-huh.
has to marry Yukhbiru.
Uh-huh.
But Anzala,
Yu'anzala.
uh-uh.
Yu'anzilu.
Yanzala.
Yuslimu. Yukhbiru. Did the Hamza come back?
Yanzilu.
Okay, maybe. Yanzilu. Maybe. But wait, Aslama had to marry Yuslimu. And Akhbara had to marry Yukhbiru. So Anzala got to get away with marrying with Yanzilu?
No,
Yunzilu.
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 Anzala had to end up marrying
Yunzilu.
Yunzilu. They have a friend who's a mushrik. His name is Ashraka.
Ashraka.
It's time for him to get married.
Mhm.
They're like, we don't care what your religion is. You're still going to marry who? Because you're from this.
Yushriku.
Very good. Yushriku. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you some more then. If I said Asma'a.
You asmala.
Okay. You
Yusmi.
asmala. You asmala.
No.
So Aslama married Yuslimu.
Uh-huh.
Akhbara married Yukhbiru. Anzala married Yunzilu. Ashraka married Yushriku. And Asma'a married Asmala.
No.
No? Okay. I mean, I'll go with what you're saying. Whatever you say, I'll write down.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yusmi'u.
Maryam says Yusmi'u. I don't know.
I mean,
I like Asmala. It was a good outside the culture wedding.
Yusmi'u. I think that's pretty solid.
That's solid?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try another one then. I don't know if you think it's solid then, I guess. Okay.
Ashfara.
Ashrafa.
Asharafa.
Farati.
You ashfara.
Okay, yeah, you ashfara.
Yush.
No, he wants you ashfara. No.
I meant yushfara.
Yush. So he wants yushfara. Okay.
Yushrifu.
No, he wants yushfara.
Yushfiru.
Yushfiru.
Ru.
Yushfiru.
Ru.
So the last letter was ra.
Yeah, but it's like
The last letter was ra.
Yushrifu.
Oh. Yushrifu.
Yes.
Okay. We'll keep going until you figure out this culture of this village. Because you keep trying to rebel.
That's pretty solid. Like, that's a pretty solid person.
Adraka.
Adraka.
Yudriku.
Yudriku.
Oh. Maryam, stop helping him. Let him come up with you adra malaka. Adraka will become what? Yudriku. Yudriku. How about
Gingerbread man.
afhama?
Afhama.
Afhama.
Yufhamu.
Yufhamu. So. Aslama married Yuslimu.
Yeah.
Akhbara married Yukhbiru.
Oh.
Anzala married Yunzilu. Ashraka married Yushriku. Asma'a married Yusmi'u. Ashrafa married Yushrifu. Adraka married Yudriku. But Afhama married Yufhamu.
Yufhimu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How will you know? Well, guess what? Because they all belong to the same village.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did I ask you to remember? Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. So you're gonna make, if the first guy sounds like Aslama,
Mm-hmm.
then the second one's gonna sound, the wife is gonna sound like Yuslimu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it match with? Let's hear these sounds. Aslama, akhbara, anzala, ashraka, asma'a, ashrafa, adraka, afhama. Did they all rhyme?
Yeah.
Perfectly?
Mm-hmm.
Same letters, right? Now look at the second words. Yuslimu, yukhbiru, yunzilu, yushriku, yusmi'u, yushrifu, yudriku, yufhimu. Were they all exactly the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all had to sound like yuslimu.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I making you memorize Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman? Because then you'll create the entire family exactly sounding like Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman. Okay, so let's see. Aslama, Yuslimu had a baby. The name was Islaman. Akhbara yukhbiru. Time to have a baby.
Yuch.
Because Islaman sounds like Yuch.
Oh, no.
The baby should sound like the other babies. Ich. Good.
Echlaren.
No, don't. It sounds like Islam, but the letters have to be from here.
Oh.
It's not Islam's baby. It's
Echbaren.
yes. Ikhbaran. Ikhbaran.
Yeah.
Okay. Anzala, yunzilu should sound like Islaman. What do you think, Mariam? Don't say anything.
Okay, so it should be
What word should it sound like?
Anzala,
Anzala, what was Aslama Yuslimu and the baby's name was?
Aslaman,
Islaman.
Islaman.
Islaman. So Anzala Yunzilu should be yes?
Inzalam.
Inzalan. Good.
Mashallah.
Inzalan.
You're getting there.
Inzalan.
Mhm.
Okay. Ashraka Yushriku should be?
Ish.
Yes.
Ishrakan.
Ishrakan. Brilliant. Asma'a Yusmi'u will be? No, your turn, Mariam. Don't interrupt. Isma'an. Love it. Ashrafa Yushrifu will be?
Ishrifan.
Ishrifan. Ishrifan. Okay, let's go back
These
up.
are the actual names.
Islaman, Ikhbaran, Inzalan, Ishrakan, Isma'an, Ishrifan.
Ishrifan.
Does it work? Isma'an, Ishrakan, Ishrifan.
Ishrafan.
Ishrafan.
Yes.
Adraka, Yudriku. What do you think, William?
Yudriku, so it would be Idrak.
Okay, yeah. Idrakan.
MashaAllah.
Idrakan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn. Afhama. Yufhimu.
Ifhaman.
Oh. It's like Arabic music, halal kind in my ears. Ifhaman.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 more.
Okay. Why did it just change?
Yeah.
Take me with your best shot. Oh. Ifhaman.
Alhama. And I want Let's see. Can you think of any? Jawad?
What was that?
Can you think of any? Alhama.
إحرم. No.
أدخل أخرج
Akhraja. Good. Two more.
أكرم
Oh, I like that. Akrama.
ألعن.
Al'an. Al'ana? A'lana.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, a'lan. Okay. Alrighty. You gotta give me the wife and the child. What was the word you had? What's the family you did have to memorize? Aslama. Yuslimu. Islaman. Now you can't look up.
Okay.
Now you have to remember the family in your head and figure out who's Alhama gonna marry.
يلهم.
Okay. Yulhamu.
Wait, hold on. يلهم.
Aslama married who?
يلهم.
Why?
Because
She said?
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Then she proved me wrong.
Because Aslama married Yuslimu. So Yulhimu.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Baby name?
Yeah,
Thank me.
that was actually what you were saying too.
I don't need Farsi or Dari to know when she's talking smack with you, okay?
Okay.
This ain't my first rodeo. Okay. Yes, that's it. Yes.
Ilhaman.
Allah.
Bam.
Mutasarrif. Yes.
يدخل.
يدخلوا.
Why? Because he said?
No, because Aslamu married Yuslimu.
Aslamu is there. I don't know any guy named
not
Aslam.
Aslamu. Wait, no. What was the guy's name?
I don't even remember.
It's not Islimu, Farad. I remember his name. Yeah, yes. No, that's
Aslaman.
If you forget the guy's name,
Aslaman.
they're all from the same village, so this should tell you what his name is. This should tell you what his name is. This should tell you what his name is.
I can't remember.
Well, it sounds like this guy. It rhymes with Alhama. Aslama.
Oh, Aslama. Okay. And then wait, which one?
What's the rest of the family? No, forget that.
Okay.
Stay focused.
Aslama, Yuslimu, and then Islaman.
Okay, so Adkhala.
Adkhala. But be quiet. Yadkhilu.
Oh, Yudkhil. Okay, Yadkhilu.
Yudkhil. Yud. It's Yud.
Yud.
Yeah.
Then what?
Khilu.
Then what? What's the baby name?
Ilhalan.
Ilkhalan.
Yeah.
Ilkhalan. Because this was Al-Khala. And this was Yulkhilu. That's why you put Ilkhalan.
No. Dollar.
Ad-Khala.
Id.
Yud.
Oh, id. Oh, okay. I looked at the top one and I said id.
Why'd you look at the top one?
Id.
Id what?
Idkhalan.
Yes, Idkhalan. Okay. Akhraja.
يخرج.
Yukhriju.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Okay.
That's I'm completely okay with that.
And then
Yes.
إخراجا.
Allah. Akrama.
Akrama would become Yukrimu.
Yes.
And then the baby's name would be Ikraman.
Allahu Akbar. Very good. Ikraman. Brilliant. A'lana.
يعلن.
Aslama.
أسلم.
What? Aslama what?
يسلم.
But a'lana. Ya.
Oh, Yu'limu.
You're
Limu.
look at the word. Don't look at her face.
Yu'limi.
You're look at the word.
Yu'limu. Yu'linu.
Thank you.
Yu'linu.
Yu'limu, right? Yu'limu, you said?
Yu'linu.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
I'lanan.
إعلانا.
So,
Okay. مريم أغلق.
stuttering machine right there.
Thinking for a moment.
إغلاقا.
يغلق.
الله يغلق.
And then إغلاقا.
إغلاقا.
Are you sure about that?
Very nice. Repeat after me. أسلم after me.
Okay.
أسلم يسلم إسلاما.
Aslama yuslimu islaman.
Everybody out loud. أسلم يسلم إسلاما.
Aslama yuslimu islaman.
أخبر يخبر إخبارا.
Aslama
Oh,
yuslimu.
repeat after me. أخبر يخبر إخبارا.
Akhbara yukhbiru ikhraban.
إخبارا.
Ikhbaran.
You can look at it and do it so you don't mess up. أنزل ينزل إنزالا.
Anzala yunzilu izalan.
أشرك يشرك إشراكا.
Ashraka yushriku ishrakan.
أسمع يسمع إسماعا.
Asma'a yusmi'u isma'an.
أشرف يشرف إشرافا.
Ashrafa yushrifu ishrafan.
أدرك يدرك إدراكا.
Adraka yudriku idrakan.
أفهم يفهم إفهاما.
Afhama yufhimu ifhaman.
ألهم يلهم إلهاما.
Alhama yulhimu ilhaman.
أدخل يدخل إدخالا.
Adkhala yudkhilu idkhalan.
Okay.
I think we missed one.
Yeah. أغلق يغلق إغلاقا. Oh, we missed a few. Oof. أخرج يخرج إخراجا.
Akhraja yukhriju ikhrajan.
Don't join on in the second episode. Okay, join
Yeah.
us on the first episode. Okay. أخرج يخرج إخراجا.
Akhraja yukhriju ikhrajan.
أكرم يكرم إكراما.
Akrama yukrimu ikraman.
أعلن يعلن إعلانا.
A'lana yu'linu i'lanan.
أغلق يغلق إغلاقا.
Aghlaqa yughliqu ighlaqan.
Very nice. Okay. And the first one you memorized was what?
Aslama yuslimu islaman.
Okay.
You gotta memorize all of it?
No, you don't have to memorize all of it. You just have to know one of them.
Yeah.
Which one?
Aslama yuslimu islaman.
The rest of them, you just have to rhyme. If you know how to rhyme, you know how to do it.
Yeah. Tried
So-
rapping once. I'm a terrible rapper. So.
Yes, I tried. I've heard you try to rap before. My ears have bled before. Nothing rhymed.
No, like a few of them
Nothing
rhyme.
rhymed.
A few of the things rhyme.
Okay, in your mind.
No, like dime and crime rhyme.
Yes, I remember Diamond Crime. That was the beginning and end. The beginning of the end. I'm erasing the rest. Just the first words. I'm keeping the first words. I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes.
Okay.
I need you to look at this.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what you. This is just the first word,
Okay.
but you need to be able to look at the first word and come up with the others. So I'm gonna do this with you once.
Okay.
The one you know in your heart is Aslama Yuslimu Islaman. Okay. That therefore you should be able to come up with Akhbara yukhbiru ikhbaran. Anzala yunzilu inzalan. You hear what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Try it with me this time.
Ashraka yushriku ishrakan.
Asma'a yusmi'u isma'an. Go back and forth. You do one, you do one, you do one, you do one. Practice this for 5 minutes to get, or maybe even take you less time. But I want all of them. You say them to each other. The world is listening to you.
Okay.
Do it.
Akhbara yukhbiru ikhbaran.
Oh, okay. Anzala yunzilu.
Go sit over here.
in.
Sit over here.
what was
You want me
it?
You sit over here.
Okay.
The boss.
Go ahead. One and one. Come on. Let's go.
I go. Oh, ashraka
Oh, wait, I didn't finish
yushriku ishrakan. Asma'a is
Wait.
Ah,
You do one, she does one.
Asma'a yusmi'u
isma'an.
Don't help.
Okay.
Asma'a yusmi'u.
Isma'an. Oh, I'm like, no.
Isma'an.
No.
I
Thank
said don't help. I said don't help. I thought I said don't help. I said don't. Okay. Okay. Asma'a yusmi'u.
Isma'an.
Good. You could do the next one too because he kept helping.
Ashrafa yushrifu ishrafan.
Ah.
Adraka yudriku idrakan.
Afhama yufhimu ifhaman.
Yes.
Alhama yulhama
Allahu Akbar.
Alhama yulhama.
Allahu Akbar.
Alhama
Aslama what? Go back to Aslama when you mess up.
Aslama yuslimu. Oh. You alha yusli yulhima yulhimu
Yes.
yulhimu ilhama.
Start over.
Okay.
Alhama.
Alhama yulhimu ilhaman.
Allah. Yes. Alhama yulhimu ilhaman. Go ahead.
Adkhala yudkhilu.
No, it's you adkhala, he said.
Adkhala yudkhilu.
It's you adkhala mala. He said.
Adkhala yudkhilu.
Ich.
Adkhalan.
Aslama yuslimu aslaman. Was it-
Adkhalan.
Was it?
Id. Okay.
Yes.
Id.
It what?
Idkhalan.
Again, I want to hear it smooth without any interruptions.
Adkhala yudkhilu idkhalan.
Akhraja yukhriju ikhrajan.
Mm-hmm.
Akrama yukrimu ikraman.
Yeah, there was ums and us in it. I want it without ums and us.
Okay. Akramu
Oh,
yukrimu.
no, it's not akramu. There's no akramu.
Akrama.
You said akrama twice. Start over.
Akrama yukrimu
There was a
ikraman.
pause. Start over.
Akrama yukrimu ikraman.
Ah, that's better.
Alan
Wait, what?
Elino
Wait,
No,
easy,
you-
easy, tiger, easy. Breathe.
you
Say the first word.
Alano
No, that's not what it says. Hold on, let me help you.
Lana.
Maybe you can't see it.
Do you need glasses too, Father?
Maybe you need to, like see a'lana.
Lana.
No, because you kept saying a'lanu, and I don't know why
Oh,
you kept saying maybe it's not big enough.
okay, yeah, this is better.
Okay.
Lana yu'linu i'lanan.
I'lanan. Good. I'lanan.
Aghlaqa yughliqu ighlaqan.
Very nice. Okay, take your seats.
It's the boss chair now. Dana White.
Get out of the boss
No, I'm
chair.
joking.
Dana White, he says. Okay. Everybody okay so far, Jawad?
Everybody's okay so far.
Okay. All we do is make it rhyme with what words? Aslama yuslimu islaman. This is so different from any other class in which you got away with things. So different. Even when you think you're getting away with something, I know.
Yeah, he knows. He's like, what?
I actually
We're
know.
pretty loud.
Yeah.
No, even when it's not loud.
What
You
are
think
you
when you're
looking at?
like passing to each other or doing footsies, I don't know? You think I don't? You really think I don't know? I know. I'm just pretending I don't like la 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 Arabic. No.
You know, like footsies.
Yeah. Anyway, so aslama. Yuslimu.
Yuslimu.
Islam.
Let's talk in Arabic now. Like
Okay.
instead of the village guy and the wife and the baby, that was all pretend.
Yeah.
What's really happening is aslama means it's the past tense, like huwa nasara.
Oh yeah.
It's like huwa
Nasara.
nasara. So actually, if you memorized huwa nasara, huma nasara, hum nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna, anta nasarta, antuma nasartuma, antum nasartum, anti nasarti, antuma nasartuma, antunna nasartunna, ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. Aslama and all the words that rhyme with aslama are page 33.
Oh yeah.
They are all page 33. So listen to me carefully. Huwa aslama, huma aslama, hum aslamu. Hiya aslamat, huma aslamata, hunna aslamna. Anta aslamta, antuma aslamtuma, antum aslamtum, anti aslamti, antuma aslamtuma, antunna aslamtunna, ana aslamtu, nahnu aslamna. Huwa akhbara, huma akhbara, hum akhbaru, hiya akhbarat, huma akhbarata. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them are past tenses. All of them.
Yuslim.
Aslama, he surrendered.
Oh.
Huwa aslama, he surrendered. Huma aslama, both of them surrendered. Hum aslamu, they surrendered. Hiya aslamat, she surrendered. Huma aslamata, both of those women surrendered. Hunna aslamna, those women surrendered. Anta aslamta, what does that mean? Anta aslamta.
Anta comes from
It means you.
You surrendered. Antuma aslamtuma.
Both of you surrendered.
Antum aslamtum.
All of you surrendered.
Anti aslamti.
She
You surrendered. Antuma aslamtuma.
Both of you she
Both of you women surrendered. Antunna aslamtunna.
All of you women surrendered.
Ana aslamtu.
I surrendered.
Nahnu aslamna.
We surrendered.
Akhbara, he informed. Huwa akhbara, he informed. Huma akhbara, both of them informed. Hum akhbaru, they informed. Do you know what's happening? You know one word, but you actually know 14 sentences because you know one word, because you memorize that, right?
Yes.
And you say, well, aslama is in the past.
Yeah.
But what's the present version? Like, not he surrendered, but he surrenders. Or he will surrender.
Yeah.
Both of those are yuslimu.
Oh.
Both of those are what?
Yuslim.
Yuslimu. I don't have to wonder. I wonder what this word sounds like in the present tense. If it's aslama, then the present tense will be what? Yuslimu, which also means future tense. Jumping jacks right now, both of you.
Oh.
Hurry up. 10, 10, 10. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're done. She has 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come on. Come back. So what is the yuslimu do? It's the present tense of aslama. So if akhbara means he informed, he informed.
Yeah.
Yukhbiru means he informs,
Oh,
or he will inform.
Yes.
He will inform. Anzala means he sent down. How do you say he sends down?
Yuslimu.
No, that's aslama.
Oh.
That's he surrenders. Anzala, he sent down.
Yunzilu.
Yunzilu, he sends down.
Oh yeah.
Ashraka, he committed shirk. He did shirk.
Oh.
What do you say he does shirk?
Yushriku.
Yushriku. Asma'a, he makes someone listen. He made someone listen. How do you say he makes somebody listen?
Yusmi'u.
Yusmi'u. Ashrafa, he honored. How do you say he honors?
Yushrifu.
Yushrifu.
Mhm.
You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
So the second word is always the present tense. And you memorize the present tense, which was huwa yansuru, huma yansurani, hum yansuruna. Now listen to this. Huwa yuslimu, huma yuslimani, hum yuslimuna. Hiya tuslimu, huma tuslimani, hunna yuslimna. Anta tuslimu, antuma tuslimani, antum tuslimuna, anti tuslimina, antuma tuslimani, antunna tuslimna. Ana uslimu, nahnu nuslimu. No. Oh, 10 push-ups. Fine, 10 push-ups.
Do I have to go too?
No, you don't have to go. You didn't. You're on. He done.
Okay.
4. There's a good fitness program in Arabic. 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Impressive. Impressive. Okay. So the first word is always your past tense.
Yes.
The second word is always your present tense. Present tense. Then what in the world is this third word? Remember, an ism is a person, place, thing. What else? This is the idea.
Oh, okay.
The idea of surrendering. So we're going to call this to we're going to call this word to something. So aslama, he surrendered. Yuslimu, he surrenders. Islaman, to surrender.
To surrender.
The
Okay.
idea of to surrender, right?
Yeah.
Akhbara, he informed. Yukhbiru, he informs. Ikhbaran,
Ikhbaran,
to inform. Anzala, he sent down. Yunzilu, he sends down. Inzalan, sending down. Sending down. Ashraka, he associated. Yushriku, he associates. Ishrakan, to associate. To associate. You can also translate ishrakan as association.
So.
Okay. Or for example, they'll say aslama, he submitted. Like another word for
Yeah.
surrendered, right? He submitted. Yuslimu, he submits.
Yeah.
Islaman, submission. Islam means submission. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's an idea, because it's from aslama yuslimu islaman.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is past tense. Yeah. This is present tense. And this is what? Idea.
Idea. Yes.
But I don't want to use the word idea anymore. I want to use the Arabic word for idea.
Yes.
Okay. Here's the Arabic word for idea. It's masdar.
Masdar.
Say masdar.
Masdar.
It sounds like mustard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mustard.
Okay. Masdar.
Mustard.
So aslama is past tense. Yuslimu is present tense. Islaman is the masdar.
Yeah.
Islaman is the what? Masdar. Okay. Masdar. Masdar.
Masdar.
Okay. So masdar is an important word in
Yeah.
Arabic. Okay. So masdar would be Islaman. Now, so far so good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you can remember. A'lana. A'lana means he announced. A'lana means what?
He
announced. How do I say he announces?
He announces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, aslama becomes yuslimu, right? So a'lana will become
Yu'linu.
yu'linu. How do I say to announce, the masdar? What's the masdar of a'lana?
Alanan.
I'lanan.
I'lanan.
Islam. It's got to match perfectly.
Okay.
I'lanan.
Okay.
Now, what's really cool about that is I only had to memorize aslama yuslimu islaman, but actually, aslama is 14 sentences.
Yeah.
Huwa aslama, huma aslama, huma aslamu. Yuslimu is another 14 sentences from page 39.
Oh yeah.
Remember, keep the you though.
Yeah.
You don't say yansuru, you
Yeah.
say yuslimu this time. The sound on the ya was determined by this family.
Yeah.
And then Islam is actually from the isms because it's an idea, right? The
Yeah.
masdar. Islamun, Islaman, Islamin, Islamani, Islamain, Islami, like that. We won't do una, ina, ina
Okay.
because it's not a person.
Okay.
It's an idea, right? So we'll learn a little bit about that later. But you can tell how we can create 3 different words. He surrendered, he
Yeah.
surrenders, and to surrender.
Yeah.
To surrender. Now, one last thing. Fahuwa. Say fahuwa.
Fahuwa.
So he is. That means so he is.
So he is.
So far I've written something said he surrendered. He surrenders. To surrender.
Yes.
So he is a surrenderer. Muslimun.
Muslim.
Say the word.
Muslimun.
Basically, the word Muslim means someone, the person who surrenders, the surrenderer.
Yeah.
The surrenderer is called a Muslim.
Muslim.
Now, how do you create this word? You take the present tense. You see this word, yuslimu?
Yeah.
If you were good at creating the present tense, it's the same word except you take the you and you replace it with a meme,
Yes.
and then you put a tanween at the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yuslimu became
Muslimun.
muslimun. Like akhbara, what was the present tense going to be for akhbara?
Yukhbiru.
Good. Akhbara was going to be, let's slow down, yukhbiru, right?
Yes.
Well, akhbara means he informed. Yukhbiru means he informs.
Yeah.
But how do I make the informer? Like this was the surrenderer, right? Muslimun. So you take the present tense, you take the ya, and you put a meme in its place. So what's the word that
Mukhbirun.
That's right. Mukhbirun is an informant or an informer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we if we want to make it to like Muslimun, we just take out like the first word and put a meme.
The present tense.
Yeah.
And you take the meme.
Okay.
Okay. And then you get the Muslim chart.
Yeah.
Mukhbirun, mukhbiran, mukhbirin. Mukhbirani, mukhbirani, mukhbirani. Mukhbiruna, mukhbirina, mukhbirina. Mukhbiratun, mukhbiratan, mukhbiratin. Remember that chart?
Yeah.
You get all that from just yukhbiru
Yeah.
when you convert it to mukhbirun. So the line is aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. Akhbara yukhbiru ikhbaran إخبارا فهو مخبر. مخبر, the guy who informs.
Yeah.
Let's try one more line together. أنزل.
Anzala.
What's the second word?
Yunzilu.
Good. Yunzilu. That would be he sends down.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yunzilu.
To send down. What's the idea? Should rhyme with what word?
Islaman.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be
In
Inzalan.
Inzalan.
But then if you want to make it into
Then you say fahuwa.
Fahuwa. Munzilun.
Munzilun. The one who sends down. The sender downer.
Yes.
Okay, the down sender.
Yeah.
Munzilun.
Munzilun.
Okay. Maryam, try ashraka.
Ashraka becomes
He committed shirk. He associated.
Ashraka becomes yushriku.
Ashraka yushriku.
And then ishrakan.
To commit association, ishraka. Then we say what word? Fahuwa.
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 And then it becomes mushrikun.
That's where you get the word mushrik from.
Yeah. Oh.
The Arabic word mushrikun. The one who does shirk is a mushrik, right?
Yeah.
That's where you get it from.
Mm-hmm.
The one who Islams is a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
This, you get it from the Aslama family.
Oh.
Now you're starting to see where these words come from. It's
mind blowing.
okay. So
Yeah.
Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. Say that 5 times. Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. Take a 7-minute break, but in that break, just say this to each other.
Aslamu yuslimu.
Not aslamu. Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. That's all I want, just this line. Even we don't need nothing else.
So,
Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. Go on, take a break.
so fahuwa means like
So
whenever
he Joel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, just take over.
Oh, okay. All right, Bismillah. Questions? Anybody have questions? Or is everybody good to go on this part?
Should post a link on the material so they have it too.
Let me share my screen. One moment. Okay. While I have the screen, Hamza, we were able to update the website a little bit. So at the top, if you click previous sessions, you should be able to find all of the previous sessions, including the most recent exam reviews, as well as the Q&A after day 10. So everything else should be up there, including all intensive 2, all of intensive 1, all of the Q&As, everything. Under study materials, everything up until the end of intensive 2 should be up there. We haven't uploaded anything for Sarf yet. That's still on the way, but it's not up there yet. So just relax. We know that you're waiting for the Sarf workbook and the Sarf transcripts, but they are coming. Okay. Now, if there are any questions, I can take them, inshallah. Fahuwa, you don't have to worry about fahuwa. It just means like he is or it is. But the part you want to focus on are the words that have the same letters as aslama. Aslama, yuslimu, islaman, and muslimun. These are the 4 words that we've covered so far. So aslama is past tense. He submitted. Yuslimu is present tense. He is submitting or he submits. Either is fine. Islaman is the idea of submission. And then Muslimun is somebody who submits. So that's what we have so far. And also, I did notice some of you asking about why we started an hour late. We had daylight savings time, the time change overnight. So it's still we're still starting at the same time according to our time. We still started at 9:30 Central. Poster competition announcement is coming. Also, that's a good reminder. I'm not counting any submissions after the 31st. So if you submit anything today or after today, I'm not going to count those. I'm only counting submissions that came in on the 31st or before that. But the announcement is coming. Don't worry about that. Yes, aslama, you could say surrender or submission. Either one works. The Arabic term for Muslim, we will cover that when we cover it. Exam review part 2 has the wrong link. Okay, let me let them know, inshallah. Okay. Why does the alif now represent I? Because remember, when we're talking about past tense, we don't look at the beginning, we only look at the ending. We look at the beginning for the present tense. So if I said, instead of yuslimu, if I said uslimu, then that would mean I surrender. But in aslama, if I wanted to say I surrender, I would have to say aslamtu, right? Past tense, endings. Present tense, beginning and ending. Okay, why is nasara and yansuru but aslam is 15? Okay, remember what Ustadh mentioned when we talked about rhyming, okay? I noticed a number of you asking about this. Nasara oops. Nasara yansuru. When we're looking at nasara and all the words we looked at today, aslama, akhbara, adkhala, akhraja, so on, they all rhyme, right? Aslama. Nasara and aslama don't look the same. Nasara and aslama do not rhyme. They don't look the same, right? If they did look the same, then it wouldn't be nasara, it would be ansara. For ansara, we will get yun. But for nasara, that's something else. That's why it doesn't fit. what we think, what you think it should fit. It doesn't fit what you think so far because you're looking at it wrong. It's not ansara. It doesn't rhyme aslama. Don't ask about differences yet between different forms. We will cover that. That's all the part of soft. Don't worry about it. We're just starting right now. You're babies again, so we'll work our way up. Okay. Another question about why something is different. Time for allama. Again, allama and aslama, they don't look the same. They do not look the same, despite what you think. Uh, all the words we looked at that rhymed with aslama started with this hamza. Allama does not start with hamza. If again, if it was the same as aslama, it would be a'lama, but it's not. It's allama, which is something else. So we will cover that when we cover it. You are very welcome. Aisha, don't ask about differences yet, especially in meaning. We we will cover that inshallah. The concept of masdar, that's a very deep question. A masdar is just the idea of a word. So if, for example, if I'm talking about the verb playing, or the verb to play, the idea of the verb to play is playing, right? So for example, or you could say a game. So if I'm talking about the verb to play, and I take the masdar of that, then I could translate that as a game. Masdar is kind of complicated in meaning and use. So it's best not to worry about it right now. Just try to worry about what Ustad is teaching you so far. Recognition, making sure you can identify when a word looks like aslama and when it doesn't. And we will get to everything else when we get to it slowly, slowly. At what media is Ustad Jawad reading the questions? I am on all medias, don't you worry. Are these rules applicable for isms starting with meme only? Rizwan, what rules are you talking about? Semi, there's no problem with a past tense starting with an alif. It can also start with the ya, it can also start with the noon, it can also start with the ta. Um, it's just that for the past tense, that doesn't mean anything because we only look at the ending. But for the present tense, that ya and that alif and that ta and that noon will mean something. Akhtar Sadiq, you tell me, does qatala rhyme with aslama? I think if you look very closely, you'll find that it doesn't. Umrah Sheikh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't have any hard feelings against you. It's just kind of how it works out. How do I manage to read everybody's comments from all platforms? With the help of Allah. What does Muslimu mean? I missed the question. What does Muslimu mean? Doesn't it mean a person who accepts Islam, but Ustadh said he is surrender? So you need to look at it in two different ways. There's the actual word Aslama, Yuslimu, Islam, and Muslim. And then there's the idea, there's the word that we kind of, I guess, colloquialize. There's the actual definition of Aslama, and then there's our understood definition of Aslama. So the actual definition is to submit or to surrender. And so a Muslim is anybody who submits or surrenders to anything. But the way we use it most of the time is somebody who submits or surrenders to Allah. And that's why we say Muslim. But it has a general meaning as well as the specific meaning that we use. How do I translate fahuwa Muslim? You could say like, then he is a Muslim. Ishal, I try my best. Jenna, the website is still up. You can still try to work out whatever you need to. It's just we're on all these platforms to make it easier right now. Ayan, not every word that starts with an alif and has 4 letters can fit. It needs to match exactly. The first alif will have a fatha, a. The second letter, whatever it is, will have a sukoon. The third letter, whatever it is, will have a fatha, la. But the lam can change. That part can change. And then the meme at the end, the letter can change too, but it'll have the ending actually here will follow all of the different forms we talked about when we talked about past tense, right? Aslama, aslama, aslamu, aslamat, aslamata. That last letter can change according to all those endings. And we can do this with any word. Like, for example, if I took the word akhraja, I could do the same thing. Akhraja, akhraja, akhraju, akhrajat, akhrajata, akhrajna, and so on. But it needs to match exactly. Where do I teach Arabic? I teach Arabic on bayyinahTV on the live streams. Please answer your question. I can't.
So what kind of fun questions are you getting?
It's just like, for example, like what does fahuwa Muslim mean? Can you explain the concept of a masdar?
Okay, we can go over that.
How come nasara doesn't follow and become yunsiru?
Good question.
Why
Because not everything in Arabic rhymes.
does any word that starts with an alif and has 4 letters fit?
Any word I give you? Did I say any word goes like that? No, I give you examples, right? There's gonna be lots of words that have them, but they don't fit. See, the problem is you've got some of you have your mind programmed to think not what I'm teaching, but is this going to work every time? Or you're thinking about the times it's not going to work. That mindset will keep you in confusion all the time because you're always thinking about what you don't know. You're actually not thinking about what you're learning. And that doesn't work for Arabic. It just doesn't. Slowly, you will start seeing how it applies. So the problem mentality is when I teach you a concept and you start thinking it applies all over the Quran.
Yeah.
What I keep saying to you guys is you're not ready for Quran yet, or you're not ready for Arabic at large yet. You're learning one little chunk.
Yeah.
And you're saying, now I know the architecture of the entire building. No, you know this one brick. Then there's another brick next to that. Then the brick next to that. Then we finally build a wall. Then we build 4 walls. Then we build a house. So, but if I'm at a brick and you're like, but is this a beam? What if I can't get a beam? What about the roof? No, we're at the foundation right now. Yeah, but what about windows? That's the problem.
Yeah.
The foundation is not about the windows. It's about the foundation. So stay I need you guys to focus on what I'm giving you and make the most of that, and stop thinking about what if and what about. Just let that go. Just let me show you how it applies, and you will be fine. You'll be okay. I'm not going to leave you hanging and have you figure something out that you couldn't figure out. You're giving yourself anxiety that I don't want for you. And I can answer those questions, but the thing is, then you're creating a curriculum for yourself based on the what if, right? And when does this apply? Is it always? Is it never? If I'm not bringing it up, it's because I don't want you to think about it. Teaching isn't about giving you all the information. Teaching is about giving you the right information at the right time, right? So what I'm giving you is what you need, and what I'm not giving you is what you don't need right now. That's really what this is. I can give you all of your answers, but I'm telling you, you will jump out of a window,
Yes.
and like smash your head into a wall because it's gonna hurt. A lot of you ask questions that are far beyond the scope, or they are going in a direction that addresses your anxiety because you want answers to everything right now. You can't have them. They're not good for you. That's just simply what it is. But it's that you're withholding knowledge. Yes, I am. That's kind of the nature of knowledge. You can't learn until you withhold. If you overflood information, then it cannot be retained. I could have started this class by saying, Aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun, uslima yuslamu islaman fahuwa muslimun, al-amru minhu aslim, wa nahyu anhu la tuslim, wa dharfu minhu muslimun, allama yuallimu ta'liman fahuwa muallimun, ullima yuallamu ta'liman fahuwa muallamun, al-amru minhu allim, wa nahyu anhu la tuallim, wa dharfu minhu muallamun, and go on to another 15 families. But you're not ready for that yet, so calm down.
Yeah.
I'm not in a hurry, so you don't have to be in a hurry. Okay? Be patient. Okay. Sometimes Arabic is important, but this orientation is also kind of important.
Yeah.
Okay? So, khudh ma tafadak. Stick to what's in front of you. All right.
Ustad,
Yeah.
one question was, what is sarf?
That's a good question. We got into sarf without me defining sarf for you. So let me tell you what sarf is. In Arabic, there are two main grammar sciences. Grammar means the technical aspect of Arabic. Then there's the art of Arabic.
Yeah.
Like, let me give you an example first. Like, sometimes you have a painting, right?
Yeah.
The painter needs to understand how the colors work with each other.
Yeah.
If you mix this color and this color, what color do you get?
Yeah.
If you use this kind of canvas, what kind of reflection do you get? So a painter has to study materials, paints, brushes, what kind of frame, what kind of stretching, what kind of lighting. They have to study all that stuff, right? Because that's the science side of it, right? The same way an architect has to study, the physics and the chemistry of materials and the building materials and foundation issues and different kinds of geologies, and they have to study all the science stuff, right? But at the end of it all, a painter becomes an artist, right? So they use all that stuff they learned, but they make something creative, right? So it's artistic. An architect is a scientist at the end of the day. Is a very scientific person, but they can make a really beautiful artsy building that is curvy like that, right? And you're like, wow, that's a cool building. Well, there's a lot of science behind it, but it looks like a work of art, right? Same way a car could look beautiful, but behind the car, is there a lot of science? There's engineering, right? There's aerodynamics, what shape of the car, what's the weight of the engine, how many pistons are we going to put in, what kind of acceleration is it going to have, what kind of tires, what kind of tread, what width of the axle. There's a lot of engineering that goes into a car, right? But at the end of the day, it just looks like a beautiful car. You're like, wow, that looks nice, right? So so what happens is, when you get really good at the science, then you're ready for the art, right? So right now we're in the science of Arabic. And then there's going to be the art of Arabic, right? The science of Arabic are two sciences, basically. They're called, let me show you. They're called an-nahu and as-sarf. Say that for me.
An-nahu
and
as-sarf.
as-sarf. An-nahu is, how do words affect other words?
Yes.
What is the effect of one word on another
word.
word? That's when you study raf' nasab and jar. That's when you study mudaf and mudaf ilayh. That's when you study harf of jar and majroor. That's when you study the harf of nasab and its victim. That's when you study the inside doer and the outside doer. Why? Because that's one word having an effect on another word. Right? and you can study that effect. That's called
Yeah.
an-nahu. That's one science. In English, they say nahu is syntax. That's the word they use. If you want to sound
Syntax.
super smart, and this is syntax.
Syntax.
Okay,
Mm.
that's how one word affects another
Another,
word. Simple
yeah.
as that.
Mhm.
Okay, a sarf is you pretend other words don't even exist. It's
Yeah.
just you're just looking at one word
Mhm.
and how that word is spelled,
Yeah.
and how the change in the spelling of that word
Mhm.
changes its meaning.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing when you're studying what? Sarf.
Surf. Yeah.
You're looking at one word and how by changing it just a little bit, its meaning itself is changing.
Changing. Yeah.
Okay, and so sarf, when you change the spelling of a word, that's called in English morphology.
Morphology. Oh.
Okay,
Morphology.
which is easy to remember because you're morphing a word.
Yeah.
Sarf literally means changing.
Mhm.
Sarf means changing.
Changing. Yeah.
So basically, I took aslama and changed it to yuslimu, then changed it to islaman, then I made fahuwa
Lemon.
muslimun. So I took yuslimu and made it into muslimun. This is what I'm doing with sarf.
Mhm.
And what sarf does is it allows me to use one word,
Mhm.
and if I know this formula, I can create a bunch of words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, what I made you memorize before the break was aslama yuslimu islaman fahuwa muslimun. This is your line right now. This is like the thing you need to get in your head.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what does it mean? It means aslama, this part, is the huwa nasara chart,
Yeah.
33.
Mhm.
This is aslama is page 33. Huwa nasara. So let's practice that. Huwa aslama. Maryam with me? Huwa aslama. Huma.
Aslama.
Good. Hum.
Aslamu.
Yes. Hiya.
Hiya aslamat.
Good.
Huma aslamata.
Yes.
Hunna aslamna.
Very good.
Anta aslamta. Antuma aslamtuma. Antum aslamtum. Anti aslamti. Antuma aslamtuma.
Hmm.
Antunna aslamtunna. Ana
Ana.
aslamtu.
Aslamtu.
Nahnu
No. Keep the word. Keep the word. We don't change the beginning.
Nah.
We don't change the beginning, Maryam.
Yeah.
Nahnu aslamna.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yuslimu is basically now what it's telling us to use page 39 with.
Huwa
yuslimu.
Huwa yuslimani.
Huma yuslimani.
Huma yuslimani.
Hum
Yuslimu. Muslimu.
yuslimuna. The ya, keep the ya.
Yeah. Yuslimu.
Y Tty.
TTY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yuslimu.
start over. I'll say the pronoun, you say the version. Huwa,
Huwa yuslimu.
huma,
Huma yuslimani.
hum,
Hum yuslimuna.
hiya.
Hiya
Was hiya tansuru then?
Yeah.
But we're not looking at tansuru, we're looking at yuslimu.
Huwa
So hiya
yuslimu.
tuslimu.
Oh, tuslimu.
Keep the haraka,
Mhm.
keep this, keep the sound,
Yeah.
just change the letter.
Okay.
Remember in the beginning when I gave you the hints, I said it could be ya or you in the beginning,
Mhm.
or ta or tu in the beginning. Remember
Yeah.
that? Well, once you start off, the first word was yuslimu,
Mhm.
then all the things were going to change. The you is going to stay.
Okay.
It'll become a tu or a u or a nu, but it
Mhm.
won't become a ya or a ta or a anymore.
Okay.
So whatever the first word was, you got to stick with it.
Okay.
So if something comes from the aslama family, it's always going to have you in the beginning.
Okay.
Always.
Mhm.
Now, definitely, Nasara is not from the Aslama family, because to be from the Aslama family, you got to start with a, and then there's a pause like akhbara,
Mhm.
ashfaqa, aghlaqa. We did all those words, right?
Yeah.
But Nasara is not like that,
Mhm.
right? So it's a past
Yeah.
tense. It's just not from the Aslama family. What I'm trying to tell you is there's a bunch of families.
Yeah.
We're getting to know our first family. The
Mhm.
first family is the Aslama, the Muslim family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Aslama family would be Aslama, Yuslimu, Islaman, Fahuwa, Muslimun. All of these are members of the same family.
Oh,
What does it tell you? That the present tense version of Aslama will always be Yuslimu. And the present tense version of anything that is like Aslama,
Yeah.
like Akhbara or Ashraka or Adraka or anything else,
Mhm.
will always be Yudriku. So you don't have to go guessing, oh, I know it's ashraka in the past tense, but I got to memorize what the present tense of it is. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You can just know aslama and it's already telling you it's going to be
Yeah.
yushriku. So usually in languages, you have to learn the past tense and then you have to memorize the present tense.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
And sometimes they're very different. For example,
Yeah.
went in English.
Went.
He
Yes.
went. What's the present tense?
He went.
He went?
He went. Yeah.
Really? He went is English?
That's not a word.
Oh, that's not a word, but
See, you just
like-
yell with me. I just test you all the time. He went in the past tense.
Uh-huh.
What if what's happening in the present tense?
Oh.
Like he went to school, make that a present tense sentence.
He's going to school.
He's going to school or he goes to school.
Yeah.
Okay.
The word went became goes.
Goes. Yes.
Totally different spelling, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So
Mhm.
somebody who's learning English
Mhm.
and they learned goes,
Goes.
and then they say, what's the past tense of goes? They'll say goed.
Good.
He goed to school, right? You
Yeah.
goed last year?
Yeah.
No, I went last year, bro.
Yeah.
I thought you put ed at the end, it becomes past tense. So go becomes goad.
Good.
Or how about goaded,
Goaded. Yeah.
right? Because that's what my one of my daughters used to do that with me. About where did you goaded? So that just became a word for me. Yeah, I goaded to the store.
I goaded to the store.
Yeah. Where you goaded. So, but the thing is, in English, you have to learn
Mhm.
that go becomes went,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But in Arabic, it's not a guessing game. Once you know aslama or anything like aslama, then the
Yeah.
present tense will be exactly like yuslimu.
Yuslimu.
That's why
Yeah.
this is important,
No.
because there's going to be 100 words
Mhm.
that we won't have to learn each version of them. And okay, this means he surrendered. I wonder how you say the idea of surrendering in Arabic. You don't have to wonder if it's from this family, it's Islaman. So if you know he informed, what's the idea of informing? Ikhbaran.
Yeah.
I wonder how you say an informant. Oh, mukhbirun,
Mukhbirun, yeah. Mhm.
because it's going to rhyme with muslimun.
Yeah.
So this makes our building of vocabulary super easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So anyway, so huwa yuslimu, huma
Huma
yusli.
yuslimuna
Pay attention.
Wait.
Huwa
Huwa
one yuslimu, huma
yuslimani.
yuslimani.
Mani.
Maryam, flip the page.
Oh.
Okay.
Huma
Yuslimani.
Yuslimani. Huma is yuslimani. Hum.
Yuslimuna.
Good. Here.
Hiya hiya
Yes, look.
tuslimu.
This is
Huwa
the
tuslimani.
this is the word. Wait. Maryam, also keep up. Here.
Yeah,
Tuslimu.
Mhm.
The you will become two.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
tuslimu.
memorized here tansuru,
Yeah.
the second line,
Mhm.
but you can't keep the ta. It'll become a two because you're dealing with yuslimu.
Yeah.
So here tuslimu, huma.
Tuslimu.
No, huma is two.
Oh, huma tuslimuna.
Two is never una.
Oh wait, tuslimani.
That's right. Let's start over because your humas are messed up.
Yeah.
Huwa
Huwa
yuslimu. Huma
yuslimani.
muslima
Hum.
yuslimani. Hum
Hum yuslimuna.
hiya
Hiya
tuslimu. Huma.
huma tuslimani.
Good.
Hunna
No, can't be.
hunna
Why? In the first line, why?
Why?
T-T-Y.
yuslimaini.
Yuslim.
Yuslimna.
You got to stop the word yuslimu,
Oh yes.
yuslim,
Mhm.
and then add the na.
Yeah.
Okay, yuslim, na.
Na.
Let's start over. Huwa yuslimu, huma yuslimani, hum yuslimuna. Okay, that was messed up again, so we'll start over again.
Okay.
It's okay. I got all day. Huwa
Huwa
yuslimu, huma.
huma yuslimani.
Good.
Hum yuslimuna.
Yes. Hiya
Hiya tuslimu.
tuslimu.
Huma tuslimani.
Yes.
Hunna yusli.
You gotta stop.
Yuslimna.
When you get to hunna, you take the original word yuslimu.
Yeah.
You say the same exact word except you stop at the meme and then add the noon.
Yuslim.
Hunna yuslim
Yuslimna.
na.
Mhm.
Okay. Anta.
Anta tuslimu.
No, all the rest are T's.
Anta, yeah. Anta tuslimu.
Mm-hmm.
Antuma tuslimani.
Yes. The second words. Remember, for every line, the second word always has ani on
Yeah.
that page.
Mhm.
So huwa yuslimu, huma yuslimani.
Yeah.
Then hiya tuslimu, huma tuslimani. Then anta tuslimu, antuma tuslimani.
Yeah.
Anti tuslimina, antuma tuslimani. The second word always has ani, because the second word is always a pair.
Yeah.
Start over at the top.
هو يسلم
Mhm.
هما يسلمان هم يسلمون.
Good.
هي تسلم
Tuslimu. Good.
هو تسلمان
Huma tuslimani. Good.
هم تسلم هم تسلم هم
Hunna.
هن
يسلمنا.
يسلمنا. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then أنت
Wait. Mariam's turn.
أنت
Because she was about to ride what you said. I saw it.
أنت أنت
Stop whispering.
أنت أنت become
Yes.
تسلم
Tuslimu.
تسلم
Tuslimu.
أنت
Uh-huh.
become تسلم.
Uh-huh. You're thinking aslamta from past tense. We're in the present tense. Flip it back to page 39.
I know
Look
the
at page
phrase
39.
is like this
Anta tansuru.
أنتما
Anta tansuru, right?
yeah.
So anta tuslimu.
أنت تسلم
Uh-huh. Antuma.
أنتما تس
لما
no, أنت تس
Antuma.
أنتما
Take the beginning, take the ending.
تسلم تسلمي
What's the word under antuma?
أنتما تنصراني.
So it should be ani at the end, right?
Yeah.
So say it with the ani at the end. No, don't look at that word. Look at this word now.
أنتما تسلماني.
That's it.
Okay.
Now start over from the top. Just you, Mariam. Huwa.
هو يسلم.
Good.
هما يسلماني.
Good.
هم يسلمون.
No. Hum yuslimu.
أو هم يسلمون.
Okay.
هي
No, we're not doing tansuru. We're doing yuslimu. So here.
هي تسلم.
Good. You're getting it, mashallah. Very good.
هما تسلمون.
What does it say under huma?
Oh.
And what's the second word? Always have what at the end?
Oh, Annie.
So, huma.
هما تسلماني.
Good.
هن يسلمن.
Excellent.
أنت يسلم.
Anta cannot have ya in it.
Oh.
The yas are all done.
أنت تسلم.
Yes.
أنتما تسلماني.
Good.
أنتن.
No, it's not antunna yet. Anta, antuma.
Wait.
You know the pronouns. Anta, antuma. Don't look at it. Just for a second. Anta, antuma.
أنتم.
Yeah, that's right. You said anta, antuma, antunna. That's a problem.
Oh, okay.
Anta, antuma.
أنتم.
Yes. Antum.
أنتم. أنتم تسلمون.
Tuslimuna. Very good. Auntie.
أنتِ يسلمون.
Auntie can't start with ya.
أنتِ تسلمين.
Yes.
أنتما تسلمون.
Antuma is a pair, right?
Yeah.
Pairs never end with una.
Okay. أنتما تسلماني. أنتن أنتن تسلمن.
You stop here and then add the noon.
تسلمون.
No, don't put a haraka on the meme. Remember, you did it for hunna. You said yuslimna. So antunna is tuslim.
تسلمنا.
That's it. Tuslimna. Ana. That's past tense. Ana nasartu.
أنا نسرت.
That's past tense. We're not doing past tense. We're doing present tense. Ana.
أنا يسلم.
No, ana is yuslimu is he helps. That's not I.
أنا limu.
Well, the you becomes u.
The U becomes U. أنا أن يسلم.
Get rid of the u. Put a u in its place. You got rid of the you and put a yes, uslimu. So when it was a ya, you put a ta in its place and said tuslimu, right?
Yeah.
So now get rid of it and put an a in its place or u in its place. Ana uslimu. Ana uslimu.
أنا أسلم.
And nahnu.
نحن
Nuslimu.
نسلم.
Yeah.
نسلم.
So if you're struggling, then there's about 10,000 others that are struggling, and that's completely okay. Which means you guys have some time to get used to the present tense and how to conjugate it properly, which means that's all your homework is going to be today.
Okay.
The only thing I want from you is this.
It's just hard adding like something else with it.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Jawad, the workbook is up?
Just waiting for your review, then I put it up.
Okay. Let's see. Let me give you guys some words on the screen, and then you guys can screenshot it because the workbook isn't up yet. And I'll tell you what I want. Let me change the font.
Do you want me to share my screen and show the workbook?
No, I'll give lesser work. Actually, don't even do all of that yet. Just aslama yuslimu. Akhbara yukhbiru. Adraka yudriku. And then ashrafa yushrifu. I'll make an audio file and I'll upload it today. It'll be you guys will get the email, but it'll be the same place where you get your study materials on the website. Okay. So what I want from you guys is to be very good at doing all the versions of this in the past tense, aslama, and all the versions of this in the present tense quickly. Okay. And how do I know you got it right? Then you can do akhbara and you can do yukhbiru, then you can do adraka and you can do yudriku, and you can do ashrafa and you can do yushrifu.
Yeah.
Some students said, well, I know the hints that you taught last time. Our u means I, now our nu means we. Is that enough? Do I have to memorize it? Yes, you do. Because if you don't memorize this, you can't learn Arabic further. You can't, it happens so often, and it's so absolutely critical for you to know all of the conjugations that we have to take our time to do this. This is where I do 40% of the work. You have to do 60% of the work. Otherwise, we can't move forward. That's just what it is. With sarf, you have to do the heavy lifting. I just have to guide it. You have to do the memorizing. I have to guide it. Then you memorize, then I guide it. Then you memorize, then I guide it. That's how it's going to be. We won't memorize too much at a time. We'll just do very, very little at a time. But whatever we do cover, it needs to be solid. If it's not solid, because right now your present tenses are not solid.
Yeah.
So they need to be super solid.
Okay.
So what I'm going to give, actually, in fact, I want them to hear it right now. And Jawad, when you have an audio recorder ready, let me know, and I'll start saying it.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
I don't feel pain.
You need to, yeah, and this needs to be loud, guys. You can't do this in your head. Nobody ever learned self in silence. That never happened. Okay? Now listen to me carefully. I'm going to, for every first word, I'm going to use page 33.
Okay.
Huwa nasara. For every second word, I'm going to say huwa yansuru.
Okay.
All right,
You got to
I'm
you're
recording
recording?
whenever you're ready.
Okay, so these are the conjugations. This is how good you have to get at this. You have to be able to say it for these four words that I'm giving you on the screen. For each of them, I will recite the past tense and then the present tense. Huwa aslama, huma aslama, hum aslamu, hiya aslamat, huma aslamata, hunna aslamna, anta aslamta, antuma aslamtuma, antum aslamtum, anti aslamti, antuma aslamtuma, antunna aslamtunna, ana aslamtu, nahnu aslamna. Huwa yuslimu, huma yuslimani, hum yuslimuna, hiya tuslimu, huma tuslimani, hunna yuslimna. Anta tuslimu, antuma tuslimani, antum tuslimuna, anti tuslimina, antuma tuslimani, antunna tuslimna, ana uslimu, nahnu nuslimu. Huwa akhbara, huma akhbara, hum akhbaru, hiya akhbarat, huma akhbarata, hunna akhbarna. Anta akhbarta, antuma akhbartuma, antum akhbartum, anti akhbarti, antuma akhbartuma, antunna akhbartunna, ana akhbartu, nahnu akhbarna. هو يخبر هما يخبران هم يخبرون هي تخبر هما تخبران هن يخبرن أنت تخبر أنتما تخبراني أنتم تخبرون أنت تخبرين أنتما تخبراني أنتن تخبرن أنا أخبر نحن نخبر هو أدرك هما أدركا هم أدركوا هي أدركت هما أدركتا هن أدركنا أنت أدركت أنتما أدركتما أنتم أدركتم أنت أدركت أنتما أدركتما أنتن أدركتن أنا أدركت نحن أدركنا هو يدرك هما يدركان هم يدركون هي تدرك هما تدركان هن يدركن أنت تدرك أنتما تدركان أنتم تدركون أنت تدركين أنتما تدركان أنتن تدركن أنا أدرك نحن ندرك هو أشرف هما أشرفا هم أشرفوا هي أشرفت هما أشرفتا هن أشرفنا أنت أشرفت أنتما أشرفتما أنتم أشرفتم أنت أشرفتي أنتما أشرفتما أنتن أشرفتن أنا أشرفت نحن أشرفنا هو يشرف هما يشرفان هم يشرفون هي تشرف هما تشرفان هن يشرفن أنت تشرف أنتما تشرفان أنتم تشرفون أنت تشرفين أنتما تشرفان أنتن تشرفن أنا أشرف نحن نشرف. That's a lot of stuff I just said, but it was all 33, then 39, then 33, then 39. But I'm getting comfortable with converting these words. So you can look at this screenshot that you have and listen to what I'm doing with the words while having page 39 open and page 33 open. Many of you are more comfortable with 33 than you are with 39 with the present tense. So pay more attention to the present tense. You need to spend an hour or two just practicing saying this. Just saying this. To the level of comfort, you can say it the way I'm saying it. That's how you need to put the work in. If the time and effort is not put into this, you're not going to get there. So even if aslama yuslimu, this one takes you an hour to do, do it. Don't do all of them. Just do the first one. And then, by the time you listen to the rest, you'll be able to follow along with me. Right? This is not, I'm not doing this to impress you. I'm doing this so you impress me. That's the point. Okay? So inshallah ta'ala, get to work. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.